Welcome everyone. This is Kill Cause One coming from my room. So me being 15 years old in a big 25 is is the is the phase where I go through a lot of changes, a lot of like crazy stuff, a lot of highs, a lot of lows. Yeah, so basically the year is ending, so I thought I ended off with, you know, making a video about all these things I've learned from A to C, A to Z, so that other people like me they can relate. Maybe they know what to do come 2026, how to improve, how to do all that, right? So the first one is about self-presentation, right? So let me just start by saying your first impressions matter, man. In life, your first impressions matter. Let's say, let's say it's time for school, right? It's a new class, let's say new class. You don't know none of the people there, new teachers, new everything. And the first day of school, you're late. And I know some of y'all dream about some of this. You're in your underwear. You come to school late in your underwear. You know how embarrassing is that? So yeah, that's why people always gotta say, people always say, you always gotta make a good first impression, right? Because instead of waking up late that day for school, you could have just woke up earlier, man. Woke up earlier, got dressed earlier. So you didn't have to go through none of this hassle of going to school late, embarrassing yourself in front of everyone, man. Yeah. So first impressions, very important. I did not plan the script for this. Um, I mean, it also goes to show that same people, same people that you will know for like the rest of your life, they will always have this version of you that's like stuck in their heads. It all stems from what were you like first time you met them, right? Let's just say you're a very chalant guy, you're very loud, you're very happy-go-lucky, right? Imagine you act like a freaking child in front of them when you first met the new people, the new friends, right? You're gonna think, oh, this guy's chalant, this guy's a clown. Anytime I need a laugh, I need something to lighten up my day. I'm just gonna look for this guy. You know why? Because he's funny. He's funny, right? Yeah. Um, and that version of you, you being funny, will always stick in their heads no matter what. And the one time you give like, for example, they're feeling down, you give them solid advice, they are totally surprised by how you act, right? They're like, I didn't know this guy was like this, bro. Yeah. I'm not telling you guys to be like completely nonchalant, just act like you don't care, try to stop like aura farming out of nowhere. No. See, because human interactions, right? Social, being social, all that, is like an onion, right? There are layers to onions. You know what I mean? Just like Shrek said. And you gotta reveal yourself in layers. Because right just when you meet people, if you just tell them who you truly are, they're either gonna be A, completely impressed, B, completely unimpressed, or C, they would take any reason or find any reason to take advantage of you. So you gotta watch your back these days, man. You can't trust anyone these days. That's what I'm telling you. And how to some of you might ask how to prevent yourself from getting like all of these, backstabbers, all that. Just slowly reveal yourself, man. You gotta you gotta find a mix between chalant and nonchalant. You gotta reveal yourself in layers, right? So you won't be too so you won't give off that I just don't care. I'm just here type of energy or too much of that clown energy. You gotta find the perfect balance, right? Now the other thing is how to act, like how to act right and speak right. Not just not like what I just did there, right? No left, whatever. He also this also correlates to the first impressions like idea that I told you guys about. If you can act right, if you can speak right, people always find you, man. Like they'll find you to be like depending on what you say, you could be a source of inspiration, you could be a source of comfort, a source of finding themselves. You know what I mean? So yeah, you gotta present yourself in a way. You gotta present yourself in a way that's not too professional and not too unprofessional. It's fine. It's all about finding that balance, just like in life as well. Right? The next thing is that people, man, they always talk. Bro. Like for example, me, like this year, I got a new cologne, right? So the context behind this is I recently learned about how to buy a cologne. If you got the Edu Toilet, Edu Toilet, Edu Parfum, for home and parfum. So yeah, I was told that the best one you should invest in is EDP or Edu Parfum, right? So I got a new cologne. I thought, me personally, I thought it smelled good, right? The next day I wore it to school, man, people were just saying that, oh, I smell like fish oil, I smell like this, I smell like that. And it kind of hurt me, right? I mean, I wasn't offended, just a little bit hurt, but it just goes to show that whatever you do, any anything, any action you take, people always try to just find some reason to hate, just like spin the block on you, right? And that hurt me so much. I had to switch colognes again. Don't let this happen to you guys. Honestly, just don't. Whatever hurtful things people like to say, just like filter it out. And yeah, and there will always be those haters and those naysayers, man. It's like nowadays there's so much negativity around the world. Finding positive people, it's like finding diamonds or like needles in a haystack, man. Yeah. So whatever you do, you should never let those naysayers get to you, man. People, serious, you can't trust everyone, right? Which leads me to my next point. Keep your friends close and keep your ops closer, right? Let me say that again. Keep your friends close and keep your ops closer. You know why? Because people, as I said before, people always try to find reasons, try to find, I don't know, just like anything to just hate on you, man. Like this year's Superman movie, right? Lex Luthor, he tried to find any and by all means necessary just to make Superman look like a bad person, and it worked, right? So you gotta learn who to trust, man. You gotta learn that not everyone you see is your friend, right? Now you keep this like circle of friends. You can have like a circle of friends, right? But you just gotta pick and choose who deserves to be more closer to you or who should you put farther apart. Because most of these times, the people that deserve this spot in the father ring, like Saturn's rings, like those people who deserve to be like very far away from you, most of the time they just end up being right, like right next to you. And it's like it's crazy, man. All these two-faced people, all these backstabbers, especially right now as we're teenagers. Man, it's crazy the amount of people with attitudes you can find these days, bro. So yeah, know who are your friends, right? As long as you pick and choose carefully who your friends are, I tell you, You can have like one of the best friendships you guys, one of the best friendships could have from now till when you're reaching adulthood, or like maybe you already like employed or you start a family. Now I can't say much because I'm still a teen, but read, heard cases of people choosing the wrong friends, and in the end, they mix with the wrong crowd. They they do some really bad stuff, and I just don't want that happening to other people, man. So that's why I'm making a message right here, right now, so that people won't get, people won't like, people won't realize too late, right? And next one is to find the gray pill. Now you guys might be asking, pill cause, what's the gray pill? Let me just tell you, right? So in life, there are two pills, just like the Matrix, but instead of red and blue, you got the white pill and you got the black pill. See, because the white pill is for people, those those people are the unchallenged people. They're too comfortable in their own zones. They don't want to they don't want to fight. Not really fight, just they don't want to step out of that certain comfort zone they already have. Like, those like the wabi sabi effect or whatever TikTok's been talking about these days about looks maxing. And you got other people on the black pill that's like obsessed with finding their looks. You know, methods like bone smashing, gua sha every morning, lemon balm every morning, making just your face perfect. But let me just tell you, would you rather be perfect or would you rather be happy? Me personally, this is really important advice right here, right? If you if you are really happy, you can be the most perfect version of yourself. And there's no denying that. See, what I mean is, you need to find the mix, find the balance between the gray and the not gray, the white and the black pill, and they will form the gray pill. Meaning, you're not too comfortable in your own zone, you're not too obsessed with improving yourself so much that you lose yourself, right? Yeah, that's finding the gray pill. The last one, but certainly not the least, is the ripple effect. See, guys, I know in our teenage years, there will always be people, they're complete assholes, right? Those arrogant assholes, those completely toxic people. It's like a boomerang effect in whatever they do, right? You get what you give. So I'm telling you, treat people with respect. Give give people give people enough love, but not too much, right? The more the more good you do in the world, the more good you will receive in turn. Because if you realize all those salty people, all those unhappy people, the reason they're not happy because every damn time they treat people, they treat them with the most disrespect, the most hate, the most anger, the most like any negative emotion I can't think of it right now. I didn't write a script for this. Um, yeah, but the more kindness you give, the more happy you are, and the more you project it onto people, the more happy you will be. That's why people who help people are the happiest people in the world. This is not the best non-scripted impromptu thing I've done. But yeah, these are basically what I learned as a 15-year-old in the big 25. And hopefully, you will find my very clustered advice helpful, find some truth in it. Yeah, much love to whoever clicked on this video and stayed until the end. Really try my best, right? But yeah, just don't forget to like, sub if you want. I don't really mind. But yeah, I'm out.